Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start.
Texas.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The offense. Use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll start this drive firing. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Looking downfield, it's Milroe getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. With the catch, it's Long. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fighting off the defender. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Man, your goal of the defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play. The linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the outbound. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job of that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Back to the ground with the running back. Fakes his man out. Hit the afterburners, kid. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown Tide. And once he got loose, it was all over. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Texas offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Caught in the backfield. It's Golden. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Wide out in motion. Looking to pass. It's Ewers. It's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Fast motion from the offense. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to move it through the air. The short hands, it's long.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Fires left. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Oh, he wants it all. Catch inside the 25. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Alabama 13, Texas 10.
They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Ewers. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
When the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play, timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got room on the return. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bama! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Trying to get to it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside line...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Longhorns! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
26, 17.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nice move there. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Well, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Finds a soft spot in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Miller with the ball. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Just a short pass to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it. They were able to make sure that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass, it's Ewers. This one's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The quick out. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments.
Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken them some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He would just be a little bit more aware as a defender.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
He'll just keep slinging it. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Texas! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pirouettes through. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The give is to Miller. Great breaks the tackle. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Fires to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page, though.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Using the quick game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Trying to barge in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! Well, well, well. Somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He wants to throw. Quick completion on the out.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 27, Texas 24.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wants to throw. It's Ewers. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by one possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Got the quick pass. Tackled, but he has a first down. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Defense not showing press coverage. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Longhorns! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a one-possession game in the fourth. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
After that last completion, it's second down. Dropping back, it's Milroe. They're working that left side.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Pulls it in. It's long. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Williams. Touchdown Tide! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point is good. They're up by 3, and a field goal would just bring us even. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Going up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
On second down, wants to throw it. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Blue. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Ewers. The throw to the outside is complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Texas! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Quarterback adapted. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
On second down, looking again to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Shotgun snap on third down. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, there's no doubt where the quarterback's going to be looking in this 2-minute situation trailing in this game. Tonight, time and time again, he has been feeding this guy the football, already over 100 receiving yards, and he comes up with another big play for his quarterback on a 2-minute drive.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Got a man, it's Law. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead. If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here here comes the Texas offense. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you've put yourself in position to pull this one out.
And there's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got a play call.
Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Complete to the right. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Ewers. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful back. In the first possession of OT. Looking for space. It's Haynes. Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Hale. Touchdown, Bama! And they're on top here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Trying to find his man on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
To the air. It's Ewers. Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They are up against it, a 3rd and long, needing a touchdown here in overtime. On 3rd down, going up top. He caught it. Perfectly thrown ball, nice catch, good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Strong, firm tackle.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass that can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Touchdown, Longhorn! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. They don't want to play another overtime. They'll try to win it or lose it on a 2-point conversion. the tight end. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. This is one of the best games we've called this season, a thriller, and it comes down to the wire here in overtime.
I could watch these two teams play another 6 times this year, just back and forth, trading blows, offenses coming up with explosive plays, big hits all over the field. David, this is what college football is all about.
No doubt. I love your excitement. Where's the defensive mentions? Some good defense out there, too, there, homeboy. I know it's not just offenses that get you excited. Some defensive plays, too. Nip and tuck the whole game. Decided in overtime. Crushing opponents.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.